Alex Becker Crypto is one of the most searched for terms during a crypto bull market. And with this level of influence, Alex Becker Crypto calls have the ability to make huge gains if you invest in the right ones. But in his recent video, he made over 20 different altcoin calls. So I've decided to analyze each of these calls and rank them on the ability to give us the biggest gains. So hit the like button and let's get into today's video. Now guys, before we analyze each of these different projects and start ranking them, we need to understand one thing. Crypto is the coming together of financial markets and social media. And if you think that that's BS, well, explain to me why Dogecoin, which is a coin with a dog picture on it, is worth nearly $57 billion today, whereas Helium, a high utility Internet of Things blockchain coin, is worth less than $1 billion. Well, it's because Elon Musk tweeted once upon a time about Dogecoin and sent it pretty much to the moon. But since Elon Musk doesn't have a YouTube channel and isn't just shouting out crypto coins from time to time, I thought we'd go after the next best thing, and that's Alex Becker, who is the most searched for YouTuber in crypto. And that's why some of his videos are now getting more than 500,000 views. So now we just need to identify which of the coins he's been talking about recently. So I downloaded Glasp, which is a free extension that you can get from glasp.co. I clicked on this most recent video that does say 7 crypto coins, but let me show you there is actually 20. This is what Glasp does. I now can just copy his transcript without having to watch this 45-minute video. I go across to ChatGPT and paste in this transcript. I can now just search for which coins and hit enter. And now you can see it's giving me a list of all the coins that we're going to talk about in this video. If you enjoyed that little trick and you want to find out more tools to be able to aid you beating these crypto markets and completely cut down the amount of time it takes you to research projects, then make sure you subscribe to my channel, because later on this week, I'm going to give you a list of the 20 top crypto tools that I use on a daily basis to make huge gains in these markets, including things like trading tools to make nearly $20,000 in OM Mantra, nearly $38,000 in Dogecoin, and many others. Anyway, without further ado, let's get on with it. I've given you a few different ranking criteria, 5x up to 50x plus. Now, it's important to note that not all of these coins are equal in terms of risk versus reward, because a lot of these coins he's talked about are larger market cap coins. And in any portfolio that you have, you should have large cap coins as well as smaller cap coins, so that you are protected against downside moves as well as exposed to upside potential. And if you want to know about my crypto portfolio, then go and check out my crypto portfolio after this video. Now, first up, we got Solana with $110 billion market cap. Solana, ultra fast proof of stake blockchain that has literally been blown up more recently because of meme coins, but is also playing a huge part in DeFi. It was thought of in the last bull market to become the Ethereum killer, but there was outages and problems with the Solana network that have now been solved, and this bull market has been performing incredibly strongly. But earlier on in 2023, it was valued at around $8. Today, however, it's valued at around $234. So the upside potential from here is probably a little bit more limited than many are anticipating. I would anticipate that we're looking at a 3 to 4x and not much bigger for Solana, but still a fantastic ecosystem and a fantastic coin. And I'll carry on with some of the other larger ones first, because I know that's what you're here for, really. Did also talk about KADANO on this video, although he does often make fun of KADANO holders. Recently, we have seen a bit of an uptick in the KADANO price, and that now gives KADANO a $26.5 billion market cap, which is pretty big. But if you saw my video yesterday where I talked about the reason that KADANO, XRP, XLM, etc. are all pumping right now, you'll understand it's because of ISO 20022, which is basically a standardized mailing language or financial mailing language that could be used across the integration between traditional finance systems and blockchain systems in the future. And I know that's a mouthful, but because the CEO of KADANO, Charles Hodgkinson, has now been talking to the Trump administration about becoming the advisor for this, there is a good chance that these ISO coins catch a good bit of activity during this bull market. KADANO right now is significantly smaller than Solana and will benefit from a lot of media attention when that ISO stuff starts to go into place in March time. Dare I say that KADANO is going to outperform Solana in this bull market based off the multiples that we can get out of it. I do think that Solana maybe does a 4x. I do think that KADANO then can do maybe a 6x, taking it to around $150 billion market cap, which isn't really very much bigger than Solana's at right now. And it will still mean that Solana is about 4 times bigger than KADANO at that bull market top point. So don't get butthurt by this, okay? We're literally just looking and speculating on percentages in the future. Now on to the next one, $13.6 billion, and that is Avalanche, ticker symbol AVAC, a coin that Alex Becker is pretty bullish on recently, and it makes sense that he is bullish on it, and a lot of the coins that we are going to talk about today are gaming coins. So why is he so bullish on gaming? Well, because gaming is projected to reach a market cap of $304 billion by 2028. The market cap of gaming right now is $250 billion, which is about 2 times larger than the global movies industry. It's about 3 times larger than the global music industry, and it's only going to get bigger as people around the world continue to access new technologies like mobile phones, more advanced mobile phones, laptops, etc. And of course, because of developments in blockchain, they become more accessible. Because crypto integrates into gaming so seamlessly, giving people the ability to build up their assets and own individual assets that can be used across different games, as well as being able to earn rewards, gaming is an incredibly important ecosystem. And Alex Becker, along with anyone who's spent some time in crypto recently, will identify that Avalanche is quite well positioned to be able to take on this gaming industry hype that's about to arrive. Because we're seeing this new game called Off the Grid that's going to go live in possibly in the next few weeks, which is anticipated by many to be a game that could bring in a bunch of Web 2 players because it has the quality of some of the Web 2 games that have risen to fame over the last few years, the likes of Call of Duty, Halo, etc. If we have a Web 3 game, play to earn game, go mainstream, you're going to see all gaming projects exploding. Off the Grid is launching on Avalanche, and other gaming projects will start to look to launch on Avalanche as well because of its subnets and its ability to be set up appropriately for gaming. Okay, I'm not going to get too technical on that, but Off the Grid builds on Avalanche, Avalanche blows up, things look good. And as you come across to DeFiLlama.com, you can already see an uptick in the volume happening on Avalanche right now, which is a good indicator that Avalanche is about to see some upside. And I do think with the Avalanche market cap that we have right now, there is a good opportunity to see maybe a 10 to maybe even up towards a 15x, which I guess we're going to put up under this kind of 10x bracket here. I guess realistically it could go up maybe a little bit higher, but let's see. Let's be conservative on this. I don't want to get over the top on these cryptos. Now on to the next one, another big market cap coin, an important one to cover because tomorrow we're going to have the Nvidia earnings, and AI coins will likely benefit from Nvidia earnings report. Why? Nvidia at the start of this year was ranked number 10 in the world as the world's largest companies. But now Nvidia is number 1, which means its earnings have been ludicrous. And it's very likely that tomorrow those earning reports are going to be absolutely astronomical, and they're going to be making more money than you could ever imagine. And if those earning reports come in above anticipated levels, then AI globally markets will boom in terms of speculation and people investing. AI speculation assets don't come better set than Tau Potenza, which does sit there with a $3.4 billion market cap, but I would say is one of the more advanced projects when it comes to AI cryptos. Therefore, I'm going to put it up towards 20x. I do think maybe that's a little bit on the ambitious side. 15 to 20x is a reasonable look for Tau Potenza. But guys, these might be smaller estimations than some of the ones you're going to see later, but these are almost, dare I say it, do your own research and all that good stuff. These are almost like guarantees of being able to do 5, 10, 20x's. Whereas a lot of the coins I'm going to talk about later have the ability to maybe do a 50x or maybe completely pull your pants down and rug pull you. Okay, I don't think that any of these are rug pulls. Okay, the chances of these smaller coins going and doing 50x or whatever is kind of lower, but they can do it. Whereas these bigger coins doing this is very high probability, but they're not going to be able to do much more than this. Okay, that's what we're kind of playing with. That's why you have exposure to both these coins, so that you still make money from the large caps no matter what, and you have the potential to be able to make insane gains by betting on some of the outsider horses. Now on to the next one, CIFY S Fund, a launchpad on Solana. Solana is absolutely booming right now. It makes sense that a lot of projects, as the bull market starts to pick up once more, will start to launch on CIFY. It makes sense that this platform will be worth a lot of money in the future, as Solana is likely going to be the #1 market cap layer 1 by the end of this bull market, unless Ethereum really decides to go and pull its finger out. Who knows? And CIFY sits there with an $84 million market cap. I don't think moving towards 1, maybe even 2 billion is that outrageous. I do think a 20x is possible. On to another one I quite like. Render right now, nearly a $4 billion market cap. Pretty big. But I do think deep in kind of the AI-ish narrative, although it is doing decentralized compute for rendering, okay, rather than decentralized compute for AI, that would be more beneficial, like projects like Aether and Akash. I think Render is going to do well in this bull market. It has already had a good performance. So you would say probably up towards 10 to 15x. I think that let's go 20x. Be a bit ambitious, okay? Be ambitious. I think Render is going to have a good move. It's still like pretty well priced right now, whereas Tau Potenza might be a little bit high. Now, one of the less interesting projects, but a very useful one, Chainlink, real-world assets, basically an Oracle provider on the Ethereum network. Lots of data out there needs to be fed into blockchains via these things called oracles. So it's all this information coming from various different people back into this centralized spot. That's what Chainlink does, okay? Is it useful? Absolutely. Is it going to blow anyone's socks off? Absolutely not. It's got a $9 billion market cap already. Can I see it going to 100 billion? I think that's ambitious. I think Chainlink probably sits down here. Sorry. I think maybe 5 to 10x is the absolute maximum there. Rattling on through. Let's get a couple of meme coins under our belt. Pepe coin, $8 billion market cap. Pretty big. Dogecoin right now sits with a $58 billion market cap. People speculate on meme coins, and it's incredibly difficult to speculate on meme coins because it's like, well, Dogecoin had the first mover advantage, okay? Not only did it have first mover advantage, it also had Elon Musk tweeting about it. Pepe coin, to go and reach the market cap of Dogecoin because people like frogs more than dogs, is pretty far out for me to be able to imagine. So for Pepe coin to reach the market cap of Dogecoin, it needs to basically do like a 6 or 7x. I think that's incredibly ambitious for Pepe coin to be able to do that. And I'm sorry, I just don't see it happening for some of the meme coins that are already at that kind of market cap. There is one meme coin though, and I'm going to completely destroy everything I've just said about it, that I think is potentially going to see some good upside. And meme coins are capturing the attention of this bull market, okay? They are. But a lot of the smaller meme coins might get forgotten about, but the bigger ones are going to get talked about more. And there's one meme coin that I think probably does deserve to have god tier status in this bull market, and that's Peanut. Why Peanut? Well, because this bull market will go down as the Donald Trump bull market. And if you don't believe me, go and look at the price charts from when Donald Trump got elected as the US president. Before he even got elected, when CNN was still clinging on to the fact that, oh, maybe they're not going to win this one. Maybe, you know, Kamala's still got it. As soon as, you know, it started to seem like it was tipping in the favor of Donald Trump, you saw Bitcoin just going crazy, okay? Before the election results were even out, Donald Trump was going to win this. Peanut was talked about by Donald Trump during the final phases of his presidential campaign. If you don't know what this is about, go and read the story behind it. It's obviously important as well to a lot of people because Peanut's quite a cute little squirrel. But anyway, this is much better than a Donald Trump meme, in my opinion, because it represents how dramatized the entire presidential debate campaign was. Peanut sits there with a $1.6 billion market cap. I do think there is a potential for this to go 10x, maybe outrageous. I'm going to leave it there because I like it. I like it, okay? It's cute. I like squirrels. Got a problem? Go make your own video. This is mine. Anyway, onwards and upwards. I'm just going to go with the ones that I recognize right now because I don't recognize all these pictures. And we have to get through this quickly. Superverse, $600 million market cap. This project has been performing incredibly well recently, and there's a reason for that. Partly because Alex Becker is really much behind it, and also because Elio Trades is the founder of this project. Elio Trades, like Alex Becker, is one of the most respected YouTuber influencers in the whole kind of space, and that's incredibly important, particularly in the gaming ecosystem. This is a gaming ecosystem project that many games out there are desperate to come and be a part of. Okay, and that is probably enough to see this grow significantly to a 10, maybe even a $20 billion project, which is pretty insane. But let's just see how off the grid starts to shape the crypto gaming industry as that Bitcoin dominance starts to come down and the altcoins start to go bananas. Now, this is obviously not financial advice, guys, okay? I'm anticipating a lot of these different things happening, okay? Can you go make money in this? Absolutely. I think a lot of these coins have the ability to make you money if you make the right choices. Obviously, you've got to do your own research for that. I'm not a financial advisor after all, but I've found an incredible way recently to make hundreds of dollars a day. I'm not even joking, just by using Radium liquidity pools. And this isn't sponsored by Radium in any way, okay? But what I want you to do is go across and give me a follow on Twitter. I'm going to make a thread on how you can easily make $100+ per day by using liquidity pools on Radium, okay? You're going to write a full tutorial. I'm going to post it over on my Twitter page at the end of this week. So go and follow House of Crypto 3 over on Twitter. Make sure it's got the blue check mark. All the other ones are not me. They're all scammers pretending to be me, which is pretty sad, isn't it? Anyway, let's start rattling through these. Echelon Prime, $290 million market cap. You'll know that I hold this also in my portfolio. This is an incredibly strong project. Brings together AI agents, which is the key word within AI for this bull market, also with gaming crossovers, integrating into existing games and also have their own games being built all the time. I think this has an ability to maybe even max out under 30x. Crazy project, huge potential. Palm AI specializes in NFT and digital asset streaming, integrated into gaming. This is kind of like an AI project as well, so it has all of those different keywords and key narratives driving people towards it. And since Palm has a $37 million market cap, I do think that there is a potential that this can really creep, maybe even do a 50x. Might be crazy. Okay, 50x potentially on the cards. Now again, XBORG, a gaming infrastructure coin focused towards interoperability. This again has huge potential, is also backed by Alex Becker. As well as that, I know another number of influencers who've been talking about this recently, so there's a potential to see this shoved forward as more exposure is given to the markets, as we see more retail flooding in. XBORG again sits with a $30 million market cap, somewhere up in a kind of a 30x area. I think Palm's up there because AI, I think, might just squeeze out gaming for being the top narrative of this bull market. And that's because AI is like the crossover section between like DeFi, high capital media attention, and like the social fi element who understand what AI is. They might not understand how it works, but they understand why it might be valuable. Whereas gaming is probably more towards this social end, not quite the whole like meme coin area, but it kind of fits somewhere in the middle. Now, KANTO is a new blockchain focusing towards decentralization. It does have a lot of interest from newer projects looking to try and build these new innovative projects. It's very interesting when you see early stage layer ones that are trying to do something quite different. They can either kind of completely make it or completely not really kind of make the mark. I do think there is a potential though, and this is all on potential alone, guys, that KANTO can do 50x, and that's simply because KANTO has a market cap of $8.2 million. Okay, doesn't mean it's going to be the biggest of all of these. Absolutely not. It's not going to get anywhere near the market cap of like Peanut even. Okay, but it has the potential to do a 50x, which would take it to around a 400 mil market cap, which is still pretty damn small when you look at other blockchains out there. Now, Destra Network, Desync, seems to be the one that he has the most kind of eggs in that basket for. With a 241 mil market cap, there is significant upside still to come, but this project hits heavy into the kind of decentralized AI application space. That therefore makes it perfectly aligned with the narrative. Also, again, heavily backed by Alex Becker and will continue to get pushed, I'm sure. But with a market cap of $240 million already, can this go to like a $10 billion market cap, which would be like a 40x? I would think that'd probably be ambitious. Okay, but maybe up towards a $5 to $7.5 billion market cap. I could say a 30x is possible. Let's just go with a 20x for now, just to be safe, because obviously someone's going to record this video. And in 2 years' time, when I'm making my YouTube videos, someone will come back and be like, you told me to buy Desync and it's only done a 20x when it could have done a 30x. So I held all the way back to the bottom, but what can you do? It's probably what you're going to do anyway. Now, Mirria, tailored for gaming layer 2 solution. This is obviously angling towards that gaming ecosystem. It's important to understand as well, guys. The narrative is so key. Interestingly, I don't think Alex Becker has enough exposure to real world assets. Okay, he has mentioned that he's interested in real world assets, but he doesn't seem to have any exposure. Therefore, if you are the founder of a real world asset platform right now that's kind of on the smaller cap side of things, and you think you might be able to get, you know, some good advisory stuff, I would probably be reaching out to Alex Becker and make that my priority. Okay, because if he starts to shill a real world asset platform, then that can probably do quite well, right? But this one, gaming, Mirria, layer 2, specialized for gaming. What's the market cap? $52 million. Can this do a 10x to 500 mil? Absolutely. 20x, probably the most likely in here. Again, a popular coin, lots of following out there. We don't have to be too deep on this, guys, okay? The more retail come in, okay, if you are newer to the markets, you represent the market, okay? If you understand what these projects are doing, you understand why it might be attractive to invest, then this makes it easier for you to understand. Now, obviously, in future videos, I'm going to do a deeper dive into each of these projects and explain more how different projects work, okay? This isn't usually how I do it, but we've got 20 coins to get through, and I know you value your time and you don't want me to make a video that's like 20 hours long. So if you want to subscribe and learn more in depth in the future, I recommend you do, because I'm going to teach you how to do research, how to up your game in crypto so that you can rattle off information about projects like I'm doing without a script. Onwards to Ronin with a 500 mil market cap, a bit of a favorite when it comes to gaming ecosystem coins, not only for Alex Becker, but I'm also quite interested in this. It's an EVM blockchain that's been specially designed for gaming, and it's been launched by Sky Mavis, who are the Web3 directors behind Axie Infinity, which has been pretty much the most successful crypto game of all time, generating $1.3 billion in revenue. And this has already then proven that Ronin has the ability to deliver huge games like this with millions of active users. And because of this, we're going to see more and more top tier projects starting to look to build on top of Ronin, especially if Web3 gaming goes mainstream. So Ronin right now, sitting there with a 500 mil market cap to going towards like a 20 bill market cap, I don't think is an outrageous thing. Okay, this is actually quite good. You're probably noticing right now, and I'm not done this by chance, that a lot of the coins have been really nicely balanced across. So well done to Alex Becker, who's clearly done his research here on like stacking kind of some larger coins that have like more guaranteed kind of moves, and then having a few in the middle, like a sort of the mid cap tier kind of like high likelihood of good performance coins, and then the kind of like the degen like stuff down the bottom. They give the potential for huge returns, but not kind of maybe doing too much of that. Now on to the last few here. ZeroX with 100 mil market cap, which is a data-focused AI coin facilitating the exchange and analysis of different data that's being transported around AI ecosystems. Yeah, it's not the most exciting sounding thing. At 100 mil market cap, I do think that maybe 10x going towards $1 billion is probably fair. Maybe it can go bigger than that. Maybe I'm missing something. Let me know down below whether you think I'm wrong on any of these coins. I'm sure you're going to let me know anyway, but I just thought, well, I would encourage you to do so. On to the next one, ITMX, which I don't know how it's managed to get all the way down the list, which is a $2.2 billion coin. ITMX, or Immutable X, again, one of the biggest names within the kind of crypto gaming ecosystem, focused on scalability and also offers gas-free transactions, which is obviously incredibly important when we're talking about small transactions that you're going to see in gaming ecosystems, okay? They also allow things like gas-free NFT minting and trading, and they've been supporting some mainstream gaming projects like Illuvium as well as Gods Unchained. Gods Unchained seems to have been performing quite well recently. I will be looking to that in future videos to identify what's going on over there. And ITMX has also got some major partnerships with gaming studios outside of Web3, okay? So again, like DeFi, we're seeing KADANOs and XRPs partnering up with the JP Morgans of this world. Within gaming, you're seeing key partnerships between big Web2 gaming studios and Web3 gaming studios, and you can't go too far wrong with those. But around $2 billion market cap, I can't really see it do a huge amount more than maybe a 10x. Now on to the next one, and that is Node GPU, which focuses on the decentralized compute power provided towards AI networks. This is a big thing, okay? There's a big bottleneck when it comes to creating AI platforms in that they're incredibly expensive to train and there isn't enough compute power available. Now, as far as I'm concerned, the main project that you should be looking at for this is Aether. And that's because Aether is the only project that actually has access to the enterprise-grade H100 GPUs provided by Nvidia. And right now, Aether is making a revenue of around $36 million per month with a continual monthly growth rate of 10%. Aether is the one when it comes to decentralized AI compute. So Alex Becker, if you're watching this video, then make sure that you maybe consider looking at Aether in the future as that decentralized AI compute thing. But the AI compute space stuff is still huge, okay? A lot of them are blowing up because of this, because they have the right narrative and they are providing compute power which can be used in AI development. But from my understanding, the enterprise grade stuff is what you really need, and only Aether seems to be able to actually supply that. But Node does have a significantly smaller market cap than Aether. Aether's around 300 mil, I think, plus today. Node right now sits there at like a 73 mil market cap, which means that the 73 mil can go to 730 mil. I don't see why not. Possibly even up towards the kind of the $1 billion levels of AI compute space. You've got AOS already over $1 billion. Render, in fact, even bigger, like 2.4. Maybe even you could say that Node can go up towards a 30x. Woo! Guys, that was a long one. Okay, it's taken a lot of brain power for me to create this masterpiece. So if you enjoyed it, please hit that like button. And if you're looking for a place to go and buy these different coins, but you don't want to go and do things like KYC and all of that other stuff that can be a bit time consuming and unpleasant, then go across to Bitunix, which is linked down below in the description. Now you can transfer funds onto Bitunix and you don't even need to KYC, which means you can buy a lot of the coins that I've talked about today without having to tell anyone you're doing it. Also, the fees on Bitunix are some of the lowest industry-wide. So if you're trying to find these coins on Coinbase or Binance, stop now. Not only do they have very expensive fees, but also they have a very limited number of coins because they only stock big market cap coins. Small market cap coins, Bitunix is the best place to do it. Use that link down below. You'll also get additional bonuses for signing up through that. Thank you for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe and I'll see you in another video. Bye-bye.